Hello grapplers and welcome to a new episode. It's been a long time since I last talked about throws. In fact, like 7-8 months. And since then, throws have changed a little bit. Let's start with the obvious. Every throw is the same startup, active frames, recovery frames. This one. You'll see that you're +8 on a normal throw. Throws are more useful when you get the punish counter, and that's for sure for every single throw. You're gonna be +8 at this distance. The two most common things to do after a back throw are crouching medium punch, which hits very early into the wake up animation. They can perfect parry this, obviously. And a delay throw, specifically medium SVD. You do have to delay it because you're +8. So if you do it right away, you're not gonna grab them. So you need to delay it a little bit, and then you can grab them with medium SVD. Those are the two most common examples, and this throw usually happens in the corner after a perfect parry. So here you have the SVD, crouching medium punch mix-up. It's very hard to react to the hit version of this, so you might need to just commit to it and go into a mix-up. Now this throw changed in one of the patches, because now you're far, you're here. That means if they forward jump, you should be able to catch them with Lariat. I say should, because in some scenarios, there are some weird situations where the Lariat just whiffs. So just in case, if you really want to anti-air someone, I would do a small step back, just here, just in case, to absolutely secure the Lariat. Those are the follow-ups, at least the best ones, after back throw. You can do other things, because obviously you're +8, so you can take advantage of that +8 for something else. But those are the two most common things. And again, this throw is usually seen in the corner, because in the middle of the screen, although it's not bad, you still get the same mix-up. It's not necessarily as strong as it is in the corner. Russian drop, aka down back throw. This is still a throw you want to avoid mostly, but now with the latest buff, you do build a lot of meter. To be honest, there's nothing you can do here. You're +9, but look at this distance. This is basically one throw you get just because you're holding down back. There's not much to say about this throw, but it is better. You don't actually want to go for it, but it is better in terms of damage and the meter you gain. Obviously, if you perfect parry someone with any of these throws, the damage is gonna be reduced. At that point, you're basically taking the meter gain or the positioning, plus the frames. But yeah, avoid this one. Brainbuster. This is a favorite of mine. I like the damage when you get it as a punish counter, so this is one of those throws you can actively just use it, especially in the corner for the side switch, because that is pretty decent damage, and you're +14. If you watched one of my previous videos, you know already I talked about this one. But just in case you didn't, and you should have, the things you can do here are very interesting. First of all, you can do nothing. At this range, you're absolutely in a position to catch almost every single jump forwards in the game. This is pretty good for you to just react with Lariat or Super Level 1. You can use a standing heavy punch, and those are the most common things. Everything else requires movement. That means walking forwards to be in range for light SPD, micro step, headbutt, micro step, knee. I still like this throw because this +14 I feel is very strong. It gives you a lot of options. Basically, the opponent has to guess between a strike and a throw in a very advantageous position for Zangief. Although, this all depends on the character you're playing against and the people you're playing against. Some people like to press buttons, some like to wake up Shoryuken. So this throw has to be alternated between capture suplex. You can even drive rush. Drive rush is kind of risky here because people can react with a crouching jab in some instances, or a super or a Shoryuken. But if you're wondering, your safest option if you want to drive rush here is this, crouching light punch. This is the best throw in the game, by far. This is a throw that is so good you can use it. This throw is so good that you can use it even outside of punish counter scenarios. So basically you can do this, drive rush, throw. You can drive rush, headbutt if you're good. And that headbutt is going to be more plus. On hit, you can get a headbutt, by the way, which is nerfed in this season, but still, you can do it. You can even dash forwards and be +11. The sky is your limit with this throw. You can do almost whatever you want. And in a punish counter scenario, well, it's more or less the same. If you forward dash, you're going to be +11, but now you're closer. You can kill frames with stomp, and you're going to be +5. You're in range for throws, SPDs, strike mix-up. You can use crouching medium kick. Here you still have a strike throw mix-up, but only with SPD. With the other one, you are in range for regular throws. And even though this is the weakest of all his throws, this is the one you're gonna use the most because the Oki is just fantastic. Actively look for it. It is that good. In the corner, in the middle of the screen, wherever. This throw is just that good. The same thing applies to the other buffed throws, which means you do get more meter in punish counter scenarios, in a regular throw scenario too. And here you're plus 10. This throw is a little bit strange because the distance is just huge. There's not really much you can do here besides just walk a little bit and do standing heavy punch maybe. Drive rushing here, although you can, is way more risky than the down throw. At best you can do a standing medium punch. This is not necessarily the best thing you can do. So this throw is exclusively for putting people in the corner and ideally getting meter and damage. It's very rare to use this throw unless you are very low meter and you're willing to absolutely sacrifice your Oki. I feel this throw doesn't necessarily work well with Zangief. And finally, Body Slam, which is the neutral throw. This is the most damaging throw if you hold the input, because you get the elbow drop, and that is 2640, which is more than light SPD. However, you don't want to end the throw, because here you're 0. The distance is not bad, but your options are mostly medium kicks. It's not great. If you just do it, you're plus 22, which is not the same as a Spinebuster, but you can still get a few things. Microstep headbutt is probably the easiest one. Very easy to do if you want to go for it. You have to kill a lot of frames if you want to go for SPD. I don't know if I recommend drive rushing here. You can, but I don't think I recommend it compared to Spinebuster. And in terms of killing frames, you have options, but why would you? Because your range is not necessarily the best. This is one of those throws that I feel is best used when you know the opponent is close to losing the round. You have them in the corner, they're already pretty scared, and you don't want to risk it for SPD. The 3 best throws you have and the ones you have to use are as follows, and in no particular order. Back throw, Brainbuster, if you want more damage after a punish counter scenario, or if you need the super meter, perfect parry scenario. And finally, Spinebuster. If you get used to the timing, you can even walk and do it, you don't need to kill frames normally. Russian drop, Brainbuster, and German suplex are the ones that give you the most meter. Capture suplex, Brainbuster, switch positions with plus frames for you to do something. Spinebuster is the one you want to use most of the time, kind of throw you want. Body slam, the neutral throw, is pretty good when you want to close the round. After a perfect parry, all of your damages are gonna be scaled, so at that point it's just about positioning versus the super meter you're gaining. And finally, I do feel there's something to be said about Russian drop and German suplex. I feel these 2 throws need better frames or positioning. Thank you as always. You can go to the twitch.tv/Siberia Labs where we can talk about Zangief and other things. At the time of recording this video, I'm actually playing also Legacy of Kain, Soul River. We have the Discord somewhere around my profile over here. Take care of yourselves, keep playing grapplers, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye bye.